Yeah, you already know, but it's his though. Yeah, look, check it out, y'all. Make sure you all peek the weekly live NFL show and watch it blow with hosts JB, Glass, and Big Q. You know they are the NFL crew, covering the latest NFL news and covering all the team NFL prospect clues. Keeping the excitement growing like picking the biggest games of the week. Or who rising to the peak of big and all the stars you can see with the high segment like winners, losers, and like the men. Cause they is all about being around the clock with the comedy style. Top of show and it's giving you the info in a funny way in case you don't know. And you can join the conversation via Twitter using TeamBoydTV Live and get on all the hype. With 1,000 fans, you already know they do it right. And you could also log on to your PC, your Mac, or mobile. You already know they got you. The show be airing every Wednesday night, keeping the hype very tight. Being 3 of the highly rated on that YouTube. In case you didn't have a clue, now you know because they doing it so true. All just for you, yeah.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to Team Boy TV Live. I be your host, Big Q, and I'm joined by my homies, my co-host, JB the Raven Shogun. Say what up to the audience, man. So what's going on with you? Everything good with you, man? Listen, I know you were trying to get on us about getting the show done over the weekend and all that kind of stuff. I ain't want to rock the boat. It was me. I was like, you know what? Let's just wait to the regular time and let's do it. But JB's Team Boy TV Live for life. That's my man right there. Yeah. Absolutely. Especially I was on the Black and Blue podcast last night. There was some stuff. So hopefully. The people that's watching the show right now on YouTube, let us know. I think I fixed it though, but let us know if the audio is straight, because I know one thing is missing already, and that's the song on here playing, but we'll get that later. Anyway, the Sage of Sports, Glass from Get With the Sports, is in the building. What's going on, Chief? What's happening? That's always good to hear, man. That is what I'm talking about. Look, I got something weird happening. There we go. All right, so yeah, I was like, what's up with the Twitter? The Twitter's crazy. Anyway, welcome everybody to the Team Boy TV Live. We're doing the NFC North division. And I saw these crazy little graphics on Google Images today. They had Aaron Rodgers in a cartoon King of the North, Game of Thrones style. I figured, hey, I'm gonna play on that a little bit. We'll do it and that kind of thing. So we'll talk about that. And JB, just so you know, I ain't got, look, I'm not saying nothing about the NFC North this year, okay? I'm just saying, I ain't gonna say that about it. I think I learned my lesson, bro. I am not fooling with the NFC North this time. I had some things said about them last year. Was it the NFC North? It was the NFC North, right? Yes, I did. And that probably wasn't a good look. But it's all good, though, and that kind of thing. Hey, listen, if you guys want to get in on the conversation, because I know you may agree or disagree with some of the things that we got to say, and it's all good. We want to hear your opinions. Ain't that right, JB? We like their opinion, right? Yeah, it's all good. And Glass, you like picking fights with people. So I welcome the people. I want to see them light you up on Twitter, because it's always fun. You know what I'm saying? It is always spectacular. Unless you guys got anything you want to add to the, well, I got one thing I want to add. Hey, listen, underneath Glass's picture, there's a link, patreon.com/TeamBoyTV. If you guys like what we do here on Team Boy TV with the Team Boy TV Live, and soon in a couple weeks, the debut of, season 5 of Team Boy TV Game Time with me and Vernie. Vernie will be back on the scene pretty soon. And of course, we still got other big plans like me and JB getting together for Team Boy TV Shield. We got Glass doing all his, listen, hit that link, man. Show us a little love, man. That's all we asking y'all to do. Keep on sharing the videos like y'all been doing, and keep on hitting us up on Twitter. We definitely appreciate it. JB, you got anything? Yeah. We didn't get a chance to, remember? Yeah. Scandrick. Okay, hold on. Before we get into the ACL stuff, right? Glass. JB, you brought that was beautiful. Mike Vick's still getting work, right? Mike Vick still getting work. Glass. They signed him on to back up. What was it? A 2-year deal they signed? Was it 2 year? It was 1 year. Yeah. To back up Ben Roethlisberger, man. Glass. Vick still getting work. How you feel about that? Yeah. Yeah. Very durable. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know, if Tim Tebow got a job, it's only right that Vic get one, right? Vic need a job too. I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be right if he didn't get a job. But JB, I was thinking this dude wouldn't get a chance to play behind Ben Roethlisberger unless Ben Roethlisberger was, say, suspended like he was last season for like 4 games or whatever. I don't see Vic suiting up at all. It's just in those preseason stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. He did. So I'm looking in the comment section, and Teddy Ted from the Varsity Commission said no volume on JB and Glass's side. Um, I know, right? Can I check that real quick before we move on? I just want to check it and make sure. I know, right? Let me check it real quick. Let's see. Let's put your guys on the auxiliary channel. Now, can y'all hear each other? Say something.
Yeah,
Yeah, yep.
Hear
yeah.
each other. Okay.
I'm good.
So now let me go back and let me see. Okay, so we should be fine now. Teddy Ted. Oh, look, Teddy Ted. The comment that you're looking at, that was from last night. But you can do that too. We still we live on Spreaker too. But yeah, let me know if the volume on YouTube is good though. That's what I need to check. All right, so back to this, right? ACL first, the big win was like 2 weeks ago. Was Kelvin Benjamin from the Carolina Panthers, non-contact situation. There you go, Teddy Ted. I'm glad you was able to. I just had to change the setting. That was my fault. But
Good looking out, Teddy Ted.
yes. But then yeah, non-contact, little silly stuff. He goes down. Panther Nation is in the tizzy. It's like pandemonium going on. Then we have Jordy Nelson. And the Packer fam ain't really reacting like the Carolina Panthers are. I don't know about that. But then there's also Dallas Cowboys Scandrick. He went down. Is there another one? That was it, right? Was that everything?
Well, from like I told you off air, the total is 24 players went down with ACL injuries. So
Already, so
and
far.
we're already in the preseason. So it's just gotta watch them knees, man.
Yeah. But non-contact though, JB, with Kelvin Benjamin though. I mean, so like, what is happening out there on the practice field, dog? Well, I know we went into this last season, I think it was, or the season before.
Right.
We went into detail
Well,
about this.
I think then it was more of guys adjusting to the style of play or
Yeah.
tackling that they had to tackle.
Yeah.
The guys was getting hurt in contact, but this non-contact style, I think the game. I mean, it's predicated to the game is changing. It's more of a speed game, and you have to do a lot more to separate yourself from either competition or the DB. And I mean, it seemed like it's a freak accident, but I mean, you just have to be fast.
Yeah. Well,
And it comes with a price.
I was telling some people, hey, listen, Kelvin Benjamin did show up to practice. I mean, the training camp, a little chunky. You know what I'm saying?
That was gonna be my point.
I'm just saying.
With Kelvin Benjamin, he a big boy. He's damn near tight end doing work of wide receiver. So he had a whole lot of weight to try to cut and shift and everything. So
absolutely. Listen, I think that the Kelvin Benjamin injury definitely is going to impact the Carolina Panthers some type of way. I did a podcast last night, the Black and Blue podcast, just trying to get Carolina Panthers fans to kind of chill out a little bit. And injuries are part of the game, JB, right? And you know, you listened to the podcast last night. Do you think I was out of line for, you know, in trying to instill this next man up attitude? Because, I mean, it ain't just Carolina that's got to go next man up. You know, the Green Bay Packers going to have to do the same thing. I don't know how big of a deal Skandrick was. I mean, did he play? How many games did he play last season? I don't even know. He didn't play that many games last season anyway. Because when he suspended one time, he was suspended for a while, and yeah, there was some stuff going on with him. So yeah. But next man up, man. People they was treating me like I was undermining Kelvin Benjamin, like I was saying that he didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Right. But you gotta have that mentality. I mean, what you gonna chuck up the deuce on your season and the preseason because one guy got hurt?
One guy got hurt.
Look, it take 53 people plus coaching plus ownership to make it happen. So I mean, granted, it's a big blow. It's painful. You don't like it, but that's why you got other guys on your team.
Absolutely. Like, you know, and one of the teams we're going to talk about today, and, you know, maybe, Glass, I don't know if that changed your order of things and you had to redo your paperwork after Nelson went down. I don't know. I don't know if
you know what? Honestly, just off track real quick.
Yeah.
I had a draft Sunday afternoon, and I had Jordy Nelson on the top of almost on the top of my list, at least top 3.
Okay.
When it went down, I had to go back and like restructure everything before the draft started. But you know, it's a major loss. But just like we just got the same with Green Bay, they go next man up. They ain't go see with Green Bay. They work in house. They work through the draft. They don't look for free agency. So it ain't nothing new to them. It's just we're gonna work with whatever we got on this team. And when you got one of the quarterbacks in the league and Aaron Rodgers,
If I'm not mistaken, that was Jordy Nelson's claim to fame. Somebody went out.
That's right. It was either driver or somebody like that. Yeah.
They had to come in and play.
Right.
There you go.
So that is next man up, man. So listen, y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to calm down. It's okay. I don't know what kind of teams we're gonna see. Emerge from this preseason. Like every year, dude, it's brutal, dog. It gets seems like it's getting worse and worse, man. I don't know what the count was this time last season, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to what it is now.
Right. Hey, let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah.
The evil empire, which is known as the New England Patriots, picked up Reggie Wayne.
Yeah.
Don't you think Indianapolis Colts gonna feel a certain type of way knowing that the Patriots trolled on them? How you gonna sit here? But then again, I can't blame Patriots. That's on the Colts. You the one that released him.
Yeah.
It just seems funny that he went over to the evil empire, man.
Well, you know what? It was a tit for tat. They got Frank Gore, so give us something. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
All right. Well, Reggie probably couldn't get another job somewhere else. You never know, man.
I thought he was. I thought he went to go talk to Kraft and them in New England, because I was almost certain that he had signed with them.
Who?
Wayne.
No, he signed with him. He's a Patriot.
Oh, okay. He is a Patriot. Okay.
He is a Patriot.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we talking about Indy feeling the okie doke.
Right.
Oh,
right.
He pulled the old DeAndre Jordan on him, huh?
Exactly. Crazy.
Hey, it is what it is.
And one more thing. Yeah. Randy Moss said he got the itch to come back into the game.
Yeah, man. And then Carolina Panthers fans were losing their mind. I was like, listen, y'all need to kill that right now. Okay. Look, I'm a Randy Moss guy. I'm a Randy straight cash homie. That's me. I love me some Randy Moss, but. Was he 38?
He up, yeah.
Yeah.
And all I gotta say about this, dude, that ain't an itch. That's shingles, bro. That's
or maybe
Father Time is undefeated, man. I love it.
Or maybe that straight cash that ran thin. You know what I mean? I don't know, but a few NFL checks will kind of make everything all the better. I don't know. Right. I don't know. JB, you want to see you want to see Moss come back, man?
Well, I think the guy's body of work. Says he could do what he wish. Now, how long will he last, or how well will he do?
Yeah,
that's debatable. But I think he can. I mean, Brent did it. He was in and out.
But so I want to think that Moss is one of them dudes like Owens, who like no matter what they doing, they always stay in tip top shape. You know what I mean? I doubt if he's talking like this that he's out of shape. I doubt it. I ain't seen him, so I don't know. You know what I mean? But I doubt if he get a workout though.
Yeah,
I doubt if he get a workout. All right, so unless we had anything else to add, that was it.
I'm good.
That was it. All right, y'all. We got the NFC North this evening. It should be a good one. It's been postponed a week, so it's a lot of things that changed since, especially in Green Bay, that changed since we originally decided to do the show. Varsity Commissioner says I think he has one more good year left in him. He can help somebody out.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe as a decoy, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know. D'Amico says, at Moss' age, he's still better than a lot of players in the league now. Why not? Hey, it is what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, with that right there, we're going to go into our first break. When we come back, we'll be diving into the NFC North. That is the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions, where I'm not going to say nothing bad about. Yeah, I don't know. I got some opinions, but I'm gonna be easy this year. I'm gonna be easy this year. And then the Chicago Bears, which Glass, I know you're gonna have some things to say about that. So, so when we come back, we'll be taking a look at that. Y'all stay tuned.
TV live every Wednesday. Yo, JB from TeamBoydTV, co-host of TeamBoydTV Live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be discussing updates, breakdowns, and just about everything NFL. Hosted by yours truly, Big Q, co-hosted by me, JB, and my boy Glass from Get With It Sports. For some reason you missed the show, haven't had your feel, visit TeamBoydTV.com.
Regular season football is right around the corner, and with that comes the return of Team Boyd TV's flagship program, Team Boyd TV Game Time. Join Big Q and Vernie B live every Tuesday night during the regular season at 7:35 p.m., the premier online source for in-depth NFL news and analysis. Also covering every single game of the 2014 NFL season, where we'll give you weekly picks and contests and t-shirt giveaway. It all goes down Tuesday, September 2nd, 7:35 p.m. live. Join us as we go into our fourth season during Team Boyd TV Game Time.
It's been the 187 in this bitch.
You are now tuned in to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. This is Team Boyd TV Live. And welcome back to Team Boyd TV Live. This is the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. I want to thank, Teddy Ted, the varsity commissioner, for joining us this evening. D'Amico Walker is in the building. Also, there's also some other people here too who has not made themselves known just yet. Hey, leave a comment in the comment section, or you can hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag TeamBoydTV Live. We will show you a tweet live on the stream, like you can see it right above my head right there, and that kind of thing. So we can ready to get it cracking, right? We can ready to really get into this thing. I don't even know where we're going first. Where we going first, y'all? What's happening here?
Man, I'm going with my hometown Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears, right?
I can't believe we talking about them first, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So, all right. Chicago Bears went 5-11 last season, 1-5 in the division, which was fourth, which made them fourth in the NFC North. Coming off of last year's disappointing campaign, the Bears made changes at every level. That includes management and players. The Bears will need to right the ship quickly, or they will find themselves mid-rebuild while other three division members start making to the playoffs and challenging for the Super Bowl titles in the future. Offensively, they was ranked 21st in total defense. The Bears front office opted to not publicly endorse Jake Cutler, who led the team. He played 15 games, had a 66% completion rate, threw for 3,812 yards, 28 TDs, and 18 interceptions. As a team quarterback of 2015, early this season, and though there were no reports that they actively shopped him, it was widely believed that they was retooling the Bears and was listening to offers. Making matters worse for Cutler, he went into the 2015 season with one fewer weapon at his disposal. Brandon Marshall is headed east to the New York Jets. While the departing Brandon Marshall only notched 61 receptions last season, he did so in just 13 games. And he was one of the most dominant receivers in the league if you go back a couple of seasons, hauling 100 catches or more for 2012 and 2013 season. If the Bears' passing game is going to take a step forward, Alshon Jeffries, which led the team with 85 catches for 1,133 yards and one fumble, will have to have more catches from last season. but the likelihood of that happening isn't great, without Marshall drawing the other team's best coverages on a nightly basis. Jeffrey is going to be facing stiffer competition next year. The addition of wide receiver Eddie Royal, who has never topped his rookie season performance, won't be a game changer. Mercifully, the running back position is one of the strengths and consistency for the Bears. Matt Forte, which led the team with 266 carries for 1,038 yards, is coming off 3 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons on the ground and remains one of the best and most versatile backs in the league. Forte's presence is saving grace for the Bears as a team, but also for Cutler, because Forte actually led the Bears in receptions last year with 102. On paper, this unit should be better than it has been last season. With Marshall's departure being only the major change, I have a hard time seeing it being exponentially better this season. Let's talk about the defense, which was 30th in total defense. And we're talking about the monsters of the Midway, and they was 30th in the league. Anyway, the Bears made no bones about making defense a priority from here on out. They brought it on defensive-minded head coach John Fox and wrapped up one of the biggest free agent safeties in the market in Antrell Rowe. They also snatched up linebacker Pernell McPhee to boost the pass rush. Last season, this side of the ball finished near the bottom of the league in tackles and gave up 51 points to the Patriots, 55 points to the Packers, and 41 to Dallas as the season wore on. Ryan Mundy and Kyle Fuller led the team in interceptions with 4, and Mundy led in tackles with 75. The players lost. We lost cornerback Charles Peanut Tillman to the Panthers. I know you happy about that, Big Q. Linebackers Lance Briggs and DJ Williams to free agency. Defensive back Chris Conte to the Buccaneers, which really is not a major loss.
Nope.
And center Roberto Garza was cut. The players we got back in return, we have, like I said, the safety Antrell Rowe on a 3-year contract. Tight end Bear Pasco from the Falcons on a 1-year contract. Cornerback Tracy Porter from Washington. Defensive end David Carter from the Jaguars, and tight end Kevin Green from the Panthers. We did good in the draft, though. I give him a B in the draft. But Brandon Marshall off to the Meadowlands, picking West Virginia receiver Kevin White was the way to go. White isn't as polished as Amari Cooper, but he got the potential to be a very special player with his combination of size, speed, and ability to make contested catches. But we won't find out about that ability anytime soon, because he just had an operation to fix a stress fracture in his shin, and he might be out for the entire season. Florida State defensive tackle Eddie Goldman gives the Bears the run plugger they needed in the second round, and Oregon center Honras Grasu adds toughness and intelligence to John Fox's offensive line. The obvious need for the Bears was at safety, and they picked Penn State's Adrian Amos, and he should really help. Amos is a smart player who will ease the diagnostic issues rampant in the secondary under the former coordinator Mel Tucker. The bottom line, which is the odds, Bears are currently faced with 70-1 odds to raising up the Lombardi Trophy, and that's my hometown Chicago Bears.
Wow. So, listen, I long for the, and I ain't talking about the 85 Bears. I'm talking about like the 2012 Bears who was able to do magical things on defense and turn defensive plays into points and all that. And they didn't rely on Jake Cutler, all that. I long for those days, right? But this is what NFL.com has to say about him. November slate looms large. The Bears will need to be ready when the 2015 season begins. 4 of Chicago's first 6 games are against the 2014 playoff teams, including the Packers and Seahawks within the first 3 weeks. Lest you think the Bears will get a breather midway through the season, feast your eyes on November slate that includes trips to San Diego and Green Bay, as well as a visit from the Denver Broncos. Late season trips to Minnesota and Tampa could offer respite if the Bears find themselves in the playoff hunt. JB, the Bears, man, I know you ain't moved by the Bears. Don't seem like you moved by the Bears too much. How you feel about the Bears right now?
They lost some stuff that made them mediocre or underwhelming, but they can't get a good play out of their quarterback. So I just it's 2 2 or 3 year kind of a process for them to even get back in contention in their division. You know, I think it's just they lost way too much that made them slightly above average.
I think so too. I think Adrian Peterson coming back, which we'll talk about later, that just rearranged everything. Like they probably had a shot, you know what I'm saying, if AP went around, but Minnesota. But like I said, we'll talk about them in a minute. But we're glad you mentioned that they kind of want to part ways with Jay a little bit. Well, that's what it looked like, right? What's going on?
Listen, man. Like I told you before, I'm ready for the hate. Because what I'm about to say, I'm speak the truth right now. I was a Jake Cutler fan when he was in Denver, and I was a Jake Cutler fan when he came to Chicago. Mm-hmm. Jake Cutler, I don't care what anybody said, got an attitude problem. Yeah. I understand he's an introvert. He don't like to show no emotions. But dude, be a leader. Yeah. You got the arm. Just because you got the arm strength and you got the so-called accuracy, dude, if you ain't a leader, that don't mean nothing to me. Somebody on that team needed to be a leader. Now, last season, we had a great offensive. We had all the tools. We had the running back, we had the wide receivers, and supposedly the quarterback. Yeah. And we came out with nothing.
That's right.
We came out in last place, 5-11. I remember when Miami Dolphins came up in here and put a whooping on us, and there was no response. Trustman was a garbage coach. He let everything happen. He would not face his players. They said in the meetings, he was sitting in the back of the room. Mm-hmm. This man, he wasn't a leader. Cutler wasn't a leader. Brandon Marshall tried to be the leader, but I think he was the wrong player to lead because of his past situation. Right. We have no leader on the Chicago Bears, and that's where the problem is.
And you lost some potential leaders like Tillman, Briggs.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of control now.
Yeah.
Now, let me say this about John Fox, and I'm gonna say it to nauseam, and I know Petey Ted got something to say about this too. John Fox is a good quarterback, and he's a good quarterback for the Bears, but if you expect him to do something major in the playoffs, it's not gonna happen. Why? Because this man does not know how to adjust. Believe me, I seen him in Denver. We had everything rolling. Yeah, somebody smack him in the face, he don't know how to go in the locker room and adjust.
Right. Now, trust me, I know he was a coach here in Charlotte for a long time. And, a lot of Panther fans, they feel some type of attachment to John Fox or whatever the case may be. Because, we did get to the Super Bowl under John Fox, okay? You know what I mean? But you're right, though, man. Like, I was thinking, like, how many playoff games did Carolina win under John Fox? I mean, they won a few, but it wasn't like, in the playoffs or the high-power situation, John Fox is not the man. I know you were glad to get him out of Denver, but then he comes to Chicago, and you still got to deal with him.
I still got to deal with him. Yeah.
That is crazy. Jim, you had anything to add before I look at the schedule, bro?
Well, I just got a text that saying that some people can't find the show off YouTube. You must have scheduled a new show on YouTube.
It's live right now. I'm looking right at it. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to go to the YouTube channel, right? And then go to my channel, and then go to videos. It's the one that's got a red box on it that says live. That's the one.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there you
okay.
go.
All right. But lastly, what I want to add about Chicago before we kind of like go all the way through it. Who is playing opposite side of Alshon Jeffrey this year? That's not a rookie, and that's not,
Eddie Royal.
Yeah, Eddie Royal. Yeah.
All right. That's it. That's all.
Look, I can't believe you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Glass. Eddie Royal was one of your boys. I don't know why you're doing that.
I like Eddie. Hey, you know what? It all starts with the quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I wouldn't have gave that man an extension that they gave him, man.
Wow. Listen, they kick off things again in the divisional game against the Green Bay Packers on the road. Then they got Cardinals on the road. So that's 2 road games. That could be potential hard road games. The Cardinals got a pretty good defense. Then they come home. No, wait a minute. The Packers and Cardinals come into Chicago, and then they go see the Seahawks, and then they come back home to face the Raiders. And we got the Chiefs and the Lions on the road, and that's before the bye. So that's 6 games in. I got maybe the Lions. Maybe you know what I'm saying. They might be able to scrap up some at home against the Lions. I don't know. JB, you think they can get more than 1 game before the bye week?
Who talking, me or JB?
JB.
No.
No games. 0-6 going into the bye week.
Yes.
0-6
Ooh.
0-6
I'ma
going into
see-
the bye week.
Dude, I'm gonna be gracious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say either 3-3, 2-4.
3-3 being what? Detroit, Kansas City, and Oakland.
Maybe Arizona. They got sneak up on Arizona.
Yeah.
Definitely Raiders and at Chiefs. And I'm being gracious. I'm saying they're gonna come out at least 3-3, 2-4.
Wow.
By the bye.
Yeah, you being super generous, right?
I know.
After the bye, Minnesota comes up in that piece. Then they go see San Diego. This is the part of the schedule they were talking about in the beginning. Minnesota comes in. They go see the Chargers and the Rams. Broncos come in. They go see the Packers. 49ers sneak in there, and then the Redskins come in there, and then they got the Vikings and the Bucks and the Lions. So, in this stretch of games right here, man, I got a feeling the Vikings going to put something tough. I think the Vikings going to sweep them, man. I just feel like that. I feel like that. Chargers, yes. St. Louis, that's a strong maybe right there. JB, what about, at St. Louis?
Okay, I'm going to go back to the first 6 and give them 1 out of the first 6.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Man, but 5-11 last year with leaders, with Brandon Marshall on the offense, with a healthy Forte. I just don't see you're not going to do better than 5-11 this year without those guys.
I can't see it, man. I can't see it.
Are you agree? You doing 5-11 too, Big Q?
Yeah, man. I'm looking at the schedule, and
Listen, I'm gonna say after the bye, I'm gonna have them split with the Vikings.
Yeah.
And like I said, I might be giving them a hometown bias discount, but I'm gonna give them. They're gonna win.
I kind of think so, Glass.
They're gonna win that game. They're gonna win the game after the bye against the Vikings. They're gonna go into a 1, 2, 3, 4-game losing streak.
Yeah.
They might beat the 49ers.
I was thinking they might get the
home.
49ers too, yeah.
They're gonna beat Washington at home. They're gonna lose to the Vikings in Minnesota. They might get the Buccaneers, but they're gonna lose to the Lions in week 17. I'm gonna give them 7-9.
Yeah, you being real gracious. 7 ain't gonna work. I'm with you. 5, maybe 6, not 7. I can't do 7. Can't do 7.
I honestly want to say 4-12, man.
Come on, wait, stop.
I'm serious, man.
You can't be dragging my hometown Bears in the mud. We went 5-11 with a whacked out Trustman.
Yeah,
I give John Fox a little credit.
Wait, Glass, you just said it yourself. It wasn't so much Trestman as it was Cutler.
Right.
You said it. You said that.
No, what I said was Cutler was not a leader, and Trustman didn't insinuate positivity over there on that team, man.
Right.
So now we got John Fox, who is a defensive-minded coach, and we do have some type of defense.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying? So I know we lost some players and everything, but I'm going to say John Fox is an upgrade, and we're going to jump up from 5-11.
Okay, 6-10.
Teddy Ted says 4-12. He's great.
Dang.
I mean, what you want to do?
He agreed with JB. He also says, until Cutler is gone, Chicago was in for a long, cold losing season. And what up, Dorian Walker? Dorian Walker is in the building. What's going on, D? And I kind of think so. JB and Teddy Ted, they say they're going to regress under John Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Look. Okay, as it stands, if anything happened to Forte again, Jeffries again, Cutler, my God, that might be the best. That might be a silver lining.
That might be a blessing. You know?
But if something happened to an offensive lineman, it's over for real. You have to. I mean, it's an 0-16 type deal.
Wow.
Look, and Glass, you got to accept the fact they're a team in transition.
Oh no, I totally agree. They will be in last place in the NFC North again this season.
They're going to sit tight. That's what they're going to do.
Because everybody's building up, and it seems like we stagnant. The Bears are stagnant. I mean, Minnesota building up.
Yes, they are.
Detroit building up. Right. And you know damn well Green Bay is a mainstay.
Yeah.
What part of the season did Forte go out? I think it was midway, maybe 6-7 games, and he got hurt.
That's about halfway through,
Yeah.
Look at how the team didn't quite have as much passing production. They didn't have a whole lot of offensive production after that. We're talking about Alshon Jeffries and Marshall still in there in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Glass. I don't think no rookie or no free agent will come in and make Cutler look any better. Because you had it all. He had it all.
Hey, at the end of the day, though, Cutler gonna make that paper though, because there was a lot of money guaranteed.
I'm just
saying
that was bad money right there.
He gonna make his money though, and that's real. I don't know whose idea that was. Maybe Trustman had a lot to do with that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if Jake Cutler gonna come in there and lay down. I got a feeling he want to play, and I think he want to clear his name a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think he want to clear his name a little bit. You know. I don't know.
If they was trying to win, Brandon Marshall wouldn't have never left that team, man.
Well, Brandon Marshall finally came to the realization that him and Jay Cutler, even though they the best of buds and all that, they can't coexist on the same team. They done tried it. This is their second time trying it. It don't work. You know
I want to say the guy felt like this. If I'm gonna play for a Geno Smith, Jake Cutler level quarterback, I might as well get paid big money to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, but you got to understand, Brandon Marshall, he didn't leave. He got traded.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like he didn't have a choice. But then again, he don't feel a certain type of way either. You know, like okay,
whatever. Yeah, I'm getting traded. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, the way I'm going. You know.
What I mean? Right.
You know
right. I'm tired of this mess over here. Let me go somewhere else.
So either way, it don't look like too much is going on with the movement on the Chicago Bears. I think we still got them in the cellar, right? They're still in the basement.
Yep, they're in the cellar.
Right. So JB,
Glass, if because I know you like a half and half guy. If that one half of you as a Chicago Bear can last through this season, man, I'm gonna give you some props for that because this is gonna be very ugly, man.
Yeah, dog, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough. All right, with that, we move on. Where's the next destination?
Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go through this real quick. Minnesota. All right, Minnesota Vikings finished 79, third in the division. Passing stats: Teddy Bridgewater 402 attempts, 259 completions, 64.4 completion percentage. He threw for 2,919 yards, 14 TDs, 12 INTs. Was sacked 39 times. Had a rating of 82.2. Russian was Matt. How you say this guy's last name? Asada.
Yeah,
Asiata. Okay. Of course, because Adrian Peterson was out. 164 carries, 570 yards, 9 TDs, 1 fumble. Receiving and the receiving leader now departed. Greg Jennings, 59 receptions, 742 yards, 6 touchdowns. Jarius Wright was in second with 42 receptions, 588 yards, 2 TDs. On defense, leading tackler was Robert Blanton with 106 total tackles, 1 INT. Sack leader was Everson Griffin with 12. INT leader was Harrison Smith. Safety with 5 INTs. Free agents was running back Dwayne Harris, wide receiver Mike Wallace. That's acquisitions I'm speaking of. Inside linebacker Casey Matthews, cornerback Terrence Newman, and safety Taylor Mays. The losses, free agent wise, was Matt Castle, Kristen Ponder. They probably happy they got rid of both of them. Fullback Jerome Felton, wide receiver Greg Jennings, guard Charlie Johnson, guard Vladimir DeCasas, defensive end Corey Wooten, inside linebacker Jasper Brinkley, all left through free agency. In the draft, they had 11 picks, but only note the first 3. The first pick, 11th overall, was cornerback Trey Waynes from Michigan State. Second round, 13th overall, was linebacker Eric Kendricks from UCLA. Third round, 24th overall, defensive end Daniel Hunter from LSU. And that's a real fast Minnesota Vikings.
All right then. Listen, I'm gonna be straight up with you, Glass. I'm feeling what they're doing in Minnesota. I'm saying they looking okay. Adrian Peterson finally either done came to his senses or his the person or his personal handler. Somebody got in his ear and was like, "Look, dude, you need to chill out. Get this money. It's gonna be all right." You know what I mean? Because he's on the same page with the owners and the quarterback. He is good for the young quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, who is showing why he was. Wasn't he the first overall quarterback chosen in his draft? So yeah, and why they moved up for him. He's a pretty a decent guy. NFL.com says the Vikings will have an uphill battle to begin the season. The first month consists of a Monday night game in San Francisco before home games against the Lions and Chargers and a road contest in Denver. Throw in a Week 5 bye, and Minnesota is looking at a very long stretch to finish the year. A late road trip to Arizona and a season-ending visit to Green Bay might not do much to spur optimism near the end of the campaign. This is what they're saying, but I don't know. this is actually my first time looking at their schedule. So, I just know I felt good about the team. So we'll look into the schedule and see what's good. Before we look at the schedule, though, Glass, did you have anything to chime in about JB's report before we move into the schedule?
Nah, you know what? Like I said, I've told everybody from day one. I have. I'm looking at Minnesota like, dude, Bears, y'all missing the ship. You know what I'm saying? Because they loading up. Yeah. We already, like I said, they building in-house. Number one. They went and got a great coach in Mike Zimmer. Number two, the offensive coordinator, North Turner. He's garbage as a head coach, but he's a great offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? You got back Adrian Peterson. Now, Adrian Peterson, all these years in Minnesota, was working magic without passing help. Yeah. Now you got passing help. Adrian Peterson. You got young, hungry defense. Man, come on. I wouldn't be shocked if they surpass Detroit Lions.
Hey, you know what? I wasn't going to say it. But I'm trying to think the best quarterback that Adrian Peterson ever had in his life was Brett Favre, right?
Brett Favre, yep.
And that's saying something, right? I mean, I ain't saying that. I ain't taking that from Brett Favre. But I'm saying at this particular point in his career, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Right. That's a little something. Open on the road against the Niners, come back home against the Lions and Chargers, go back out there to see the Broncos, then go on a bye, super early bye. Hopefully Adrian Peterson knee can hold up and, not playing for a whole season and all this kind of stuff because that bye week is super duper early. Then we get into the Chiefs at home, Lions and Bears on the road, two division games back to back on the road. This is tough. Then they got the Rams coming in there, go out to see the Raiders, Packers come in there, them weak Falcons, they go to the Georgia Dome to see them. Seahawks come in there. Then they got another, they got to go on the road against the Cardinals and then another division game against the Bears, Giants, and then Packers. So, I don't know, Glass. What we get? We gave Chicago what, JB? We gave Chicago a 4-12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. I think Minnesota is good enough for 9 or 10 games. I think they're good for 9 or 10 games. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6. Okay, I take that back. They're good for like about 7 or 8 games, right?
I agree.
I agree. Like 7 or 8 games. So either 7 or 9, 8 and 8 is where I'm going with it, JB. The middle part of the schedule after that by like the next 4 weeks after that, though, it's tough, man. Like, and I think the Rams are going to surprise a lot of people. We talked about. I think that the Rams was our first division we talked about, right? The Rams, the Rams ain't going to be no pushovers this season. I'm just saying, right? And right. And I don't feel like Minnesota is a bully type of team. I don't think that team is just going to roll up and people are going to be intimidated by them. I think they kind of remind me of the Arizona Cardinals a little bit. They like more of a finesse, I'm going to outwit you type of team. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where you at though, JB?
10 wins for them.
Okay. Wow.
Yep. I mean, with the digression of Chicago and Detroit.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have Adrian Peterson back and Teddy Bridgewater is trending up. And this is Cordell Patterson's pretty much contract year.
Yeah.
And they got, if you've been watching them preseason, if you've been paying attention to their draft and their roster, they are a good team. They are rock solid on all 3 phases. Yeah. Well, their defense is kind of iffy, but special teams, I don't think nobody's got a special team unit like Minnesota this coming season. 10 wins, easy.
Listen, they facing some defenses that might be able to slow Adrian Peterson down a little bit. I'm talking about, people like San Diego, Denver, you know what I mean?
Have you really honestly seen a team
Hey, last time Adrian Peterson came to Charlotte, he got held to 40-7 yards or something.
But guess what?
Just saying.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Y'all lost.
We did not. We spanked them that year.
Oh, okay. Because if I'm mistaken, it was a lot of special team woes last time y'all lined up against.
Yeah, definitely was. But he wasn't around there. He was suspended.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. Glass, where you at?
Man, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I can see 7-9, 8-8, but I do see upside where it could be what JB saying. I'm gonna stay on the safe side, say 7-9, 8-8.
Okay, 7-9. So
10 wins, easy, man. 10 wins, easy.
Now, if they fall into the area where me and Glass is at, they're not gonna move from the spot that they're in right now.
Right.
Now, if they can get that extra win or two, then things get interesting, right? You know what I mean? They get a little bit interesting. So I don't know. I'm hoping to see some movement here. I don't know. I like Minnesota. I think, what this is Teddy Bridgewater's second season or whatever. To have a rookie, the only rookie I've ever seen who really had to turn around like super fast like that was like, Joe Flacco and what's the kid in Indianapolis?
Luck.
Yeah. Them two came out and, they kind of did some things like early. But I don't know. If they keep building the way they're building, though, maybe not this season. Maybe next season probably. I don't know. That's just the way I feel. But we good with that?
Yep.
All right. So that brings us to what the halfway point of the show, and that kind of thing. Let me see where we at here. Make sure we okay. Good. So we're gonna go ahead and take our second break, right? And when we come back, we'll talk about who's left.
Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions. Yeah, they made the number 2 this season. Wow, it's amazing. All right, we'll be right back. Get social with TeamBoydTV. Like our Facebook page and join us every Sunday during the regular season for the TeamBoydTV Facebook halftime show. You can also follow us on Twitter at TeamBoydTV and at VernieB73. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at TeamBoydTV Turbo for all of our live shows, podcasts, among other things. Be sure to check out our Google Plus page for real-time status update and overall community discussion. TeamBoydTV is also on Instagram, Spreaker, and iTunes. Once again, thank you for watching TeamBoydTV. You are now tuned in to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. This is TeamBoydTV Live. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. Okay, hold on. Let me back up a little bit. So, Varsity Commissioner Teddy Ted said 79. He's agreeing with somebody. Who said 79? You, Glass?
Me and you.
Glass.
Yeah, so he liked 79 for the Vikings, and he said with a couple of close losses in there. D'Amico Walker says, JB, it was cold that day and a bad corner play. I guess what he's talking about with when we played the Vikings, right? I'm just saying, like, it was crazy, but Adrian Peterson wasn't there. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't around. So when he last time we played against him, we shut him down pretty good. Anyway,
I'm just saying, Minnesota's gonna be hard to deal with. They're gonna be really hard to deal with.
I agree. I just don't see that much movement. Then again, the team that we get ready to get into next, they may slide a little bit. So I don't know.
Well, listen, I just want to say this before, a logical mind.
Yeah.
You got the best running back ever in this game right now. That didn't play, and you think that they're going to repeat. I mean, and they got a pretty decent quarterback. Yeah. And they're going to repeat a 79 season. That's unrealistic.
Well, I was just putting all that you just said up against the schedule that they gave them.
That's just
things out a little bit,
But that more or less sounds like it's just saying, let's give Minnesota this safe place and let them have a repeat 79 season. That's unrealistic, man. I'm gonna step out there and be wrong or right and say they're gonna do better than 79. Just because of obvious reasons.
Look, I'm not hating on you. Okay, I'm just saying that schedule is not really doing them no favors. It really ain't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And I'm gonna say on saying that is that I can see what JB's saying. I just don't think it will be this year. It might be next year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The opportunity is there for them to do some damage in the NFC North.
Absolutely. For everybody who was still with us, I see we still got a few people over there. Hey, listen, man, y'all can leave the comments in the comment section right there, or you can send your tweets in to just use hashtag TeamBoydTV Live. It's the hashtag you see right below JB's face right there. Use that. We will show your tweets live during the stream, like you can see above me right there. So yeah, you can do that, and to make get your voices heard, and it's forever ingrained on the show. And every time you watch it back, you be like, "Yo, there go my tweet," right? You know what I mean? So
hey, last time I checked,
yeah,
Nobody can deal with Adrian Peterson after a
you
year
still
off.
on this? You still?
Last time I checked, Adrian Peterson after a year off. Please, man, y'all out of your mind.
Look, they haven't played him yet in preseason. They didn't
And this time the guy ain't coming off no rehab. He just been chilling, waiting.
All right. Hey, look, I'm gonna hold you to that. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see. What's the next team we're gonna be talking about? We're talking about the Detroit Lions, right?
Yeah, we're on the Detroit Lions.
And who got the Detroit Lions?
I got them.
Okay, let's.
All right, we're gonna try to speed through this.
All right.
They went 11-5 last season, 5-1 in the division, which means they were second in the NFC North. There was one questionable call away from advancing to the divisional round last year in the NFC playoffs.
Yeah, was it a catch?
Lions have lost key pieces along the front seven, but if they continue to improve overall, they'll be Chicago's biggest challenger for the wild card spot in the NFC North, with Minnesota slowly but steadily improving. Offensively, they was 18th in total offense. Matthew Stafford, who led the team, he played 16 games, had a 60.3% completion rate, threw for 4,257 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. He's a gunslinger, to say the least. And as long as he's healthy, the Lions have a chance to best any opponent at any given Sunday. In 2014, nearly 1,100 of Stafford yards went to wide receiver Calvin Johnson, who hauled in a respectable 71 catches and 8 TDs in just 13 games. Johnson's capable of more and should be good for it if he's healthy. Even Johnson struggles with injuries again. If he struggles with injuries again, the Lions found a viable second option last year in Golden Tate, who actually led the team in receptions. He busted out 99 catches for 1,331 yards and 4 scores. I expect Tate to produce at a high clip again in 2015, and the Lions will be looking for 2014's first round selection, Eric Ebron, to build on last year's quiet 25-catch campaign. The passing game soared last year. The ground game didn't do so well. The Lions finished 28th in the league in rushing, averaging just under 89 yards per game. While the offense is clearly built around passing, having a reliable threat in the backfield will keep the opposing defensive honest, especially late in the season. With Reggie Bush gone, Detroit is left with Jay Bell, who led the team with 223 carries for 860 yards as their primary ball carrier at this moment. Bell could find himself relegated to the secondary role, and that would be a bad thing for the franchise since Bell has never had a 1,000-yard season. Defensively, they were second in total defense, but then again, they had a hell of a front line. Well, right now, defensive end Ndamukong Suh has missed only 2 games since he's been in the league, in which he came in 2010. In that time, he amassed 36 sacks, despite being the main focus of whatever offensive line he was up against each week. He was also a big part of Detroit's top-ranked rush defense in 2014. While the Lions will miss his presence, replacing him and defensive tackle Nick Fairley is not impossible. They took a good first step by signing JB's longtime favorite, Haloti Ngata, from the Ravens. By adding another key piece or two, the Lions could still venture into the postseason with a solid D-line. In reality, the Lions will probably be a more offensive-minded team in 2015. But if the defense can manage to finish in the top 12, that should be good enough to keep them rolling through December. Key players that they lost, running back Reggie Bush, he was cut. Now plays for the 49ers. Defensive end Ndamukong Suh went to the Dolphins. Defensive tackle Nick Fairley went to the Rams. Linebacker Ashley Palmer was lost in free agency. The players that they gained, they got defensive tackle Haloti Ngata, trade with the Ravens. Cornerback Josh Wilson from the Falcons. Linebacker Brandon Copeland from the Titans. My former center at Denver, Manny Ramirez, in a trade from the Broncos, and tight end Jacob Maxwell from the Bears. They did good in the draft. I basically gave them an A because they did a hell of a job. The Lions have dealt with offensive line issues even as they've established themselves as one of the best NFL offensive pass-heavy teams in the last few seasons. With their first 2 picks in the draft, they sought out to bring more balance to that force. First round guard Laken Tomlinson from Duke is a big, smart, aggressive player whose stock has been rising. And Nebraska back Amir Abdullah is a great fit for Jim Caldwell's scheme as a pure one-cut-and-go runner. Third round cornerback Alex Carter from Stanford may project better as a safety in the long run. He is a little slow in his transitions to deal with the best outside receivers. Fourth round defensive tackle Gabe Wright from Auburn won't make anyone forget about Ndamukong Suh, but he is a reliable, rational player with some production potential. The potential sleeper pick here is Texas cornerback Quadre Diggs, a 4-year starter who's the brother of Broncos defensive back Quentin Jammer and projects to be pretty good in the slot corner. In the end, the odds for Detroit Lions to win it all is 25-1, and that's the Detroit Lions. And I'm just gonna say right now, people who do fantasy draft need to keep their eye on Amir Abdullah as the running back. Yeah. That fool, he gonna be a monster.
You think he gonna outdo a Joyke Bell?
Oh yeah. Give him some time.
I mean, I think the only reason why Joyke Bell didn't get that much shine a lot of the times because he was splitting carries with Reggie Bush,
and he had a couple of injuries. He plagued with little injuries, but I'm telling you, man, listen to me when I tell you, Abdullah. Yeah, that fool he gonna be known this year.
Okay,
just gonna say that.
I'm actually surprised that the Ravens let Haloti go to come and fill in Ndamukong's spot. But you know, he's a little bit injured. He had some foot problems in it, JB.
Had some what?
Foot problems.
It was nagging stuff, you know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I liked him in purple. You know, he was just laying down on people, smashing them. I don't know. You know, it's gonna be kind of hard to replace Ndamukong Suh. But if they got somebody for the job, it's Ndamukong Suh. I mean, it's Haloti Ngata, right? I think he would fit the bill pretty good and that kind of thing. So. What NFL.com got to say is they got a daunting early stretch. The rule of 3 applies to the Lions schedule in 2015. Detroit faces 3 tough opponents in the Broncos, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals in week 3 through 5 after a trip to Green Bay. In week 10, Detroit gets a welcome 3-game home stand, which includes the Eagles on Thanksgiving Day and the Packers on the following Thursday. The Lions end the season by playing 3 of their final 4 games on the road, games that could be critical if the Motor City Kitties want to return to the postseason. JB, you ready for this? Because I got a feeling there's going to be some controversy here somewhere. You know what I mean? You want me to go through it to the bye week? They got 8 games before the bye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Them first 2 going to be a doozy on the road, Chargers, Vikings. Then they got the Broncos at home. Then they go back on the road to the Seahawks again. They got the Cardinals coming back in. The Bears, the Vikings coming in there. Go see the Chiefs. Bye. That's 8 games right there, which I am almost certain that they might not even be able to get but like 3 of those.
3, I agree. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose them first 4 without a doubt.
Yes, you know what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh! By the bye, I got them only losing 2 games. They got them losing at Vikings. Actually, it's 3 in a row: Vikings, Broncos, Seahawks.
Okay.
The rest they're gonna win. But you know what? Now listen to YouTube. I'm gonna do very well in the pick or shut up league.
Well, or you're gonna do very bad. One of the 2, right? One of the 2.
Hey, I'm saying, offensive line problems. You gave up 2 of your cornerstone guys on defense on the line.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I can't wait for the pick 'em or shut up league.
Me either. Somebody gonna get dethroned this season.
I can't wait, man.
Okay. So, me and JB like 3. I'm thinking they might can get something on the Chiefs in Arrowhead. They might be able to put a throttling on the Bears. They might. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Depends on which Detroit Lions team show up that day.
Okay.
And one of them Vikings games, I don't know if it's the home game or the away game. They might be able to grab one of those, but the Chargers gonna spank them. Broncos gonna
get out of here. Get out. It's gonna be a shootout. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be a shootout.
It ain't gonna be no shootout. Look, the Chargers will win that game. The Chargers will win that game by at least 20 points. That's like almost 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta remember what episode this is because I'm definitely gonna throw this in your face.
Just saying, by 20 points, right?
Oh,
That's the spread I'm giving you, right? The Broncos gonna do him greasy. Look, and what the Seahawks gonna do to him in the link is gonna be ungodly, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah,
The Cardinals will come in there and just treat him like your ex-girlfriend or something. I'm just saying, it's gonna be tough.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
Big Q.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this episode,
I did.
beginning of the show, you just got through telling us you were not going to ish on the Lions like you did last year. What do you think you are doing now, man?
I'm taking it easy.
I think the Detroit Lions squad he thought was last year. They definitely this year though. He was a year early.
My God.
Wow.
Hey, what did the Lions do to you, bro? It's something. It's something.
Me?
I'm just doing my job. I'm analyzing the schedule. That's what I'm doing. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
All
That's
right.
what I'm doing. Listen, they're going to bye week, and you know, they're gonna be 3 and 5. 3 and 5. Yeah, 3 and 5 going to the bye week. That's what they're gonna be. 3 and 5. You hear me?
Wow.
Yes.
I hear you.
Right.
I hear you.
Then they're gonna lick their wounds during the bye. They're gonna come out of that bye. Then they got to go up to Green Bay in November. You know what I'm saying? A dome team going to Green Bay in November. I ain't even got to explain to you what's about to happen, right? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, then they're going to go out to, the Raiders come in there, Eagles come in there, the Packers come in there. 3 home games. I don't know. And then, of course, they got the Rams and the Saints. I don't know what the Saints don't really move me at the moment. The Niners don't either. And so, listen, look, it gets better at the end. It does, right? So they can get 5 of these games at the end. So they put them at 8 and 8, which means that they're going to slip from that number 2 spot.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, man.
Hey, look, 7 and 9, 8 and 8 for Detroit, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Listen, man, I'm going 10 and 6. They will be in second place once again. You know what, Big Q, you sound quite hypocritical right now.
Listen.
You just got through saying that your team, the Panthers,
Yeah.
the fans, are straight jumping shit because they lost. What's his name?
Benjamin.
You think that has something to do with Ndamukong Suh?
And just because they lost Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, you think they go? Come on, man.
Listen. I'm not a fan of Donkey Kong Suh. You know what I mean? I'm with Cam. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm not a fan of that guy. I'm just looking at the schedule, dog. I'm just saying.
And I'm not knocking. That's a major loss. Don't get me wrong. Ndamukong Suh is a
yes. And a little part of me, a little part of me really want to see the Vikings do well. You know what I mean? I want to see the Vikings. I think Adrian Peterson ain't playing in the playoff game since Brett Favre, right? Since that NFC Championship game that it was the NFC Championship game. Yeah, it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? It's been like, 4 or 5 years, right? 3 or 4 years. It's been a while. I want to see them boys make it to the playoffs, man.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
You know what
I
I'm
feel you. But let's not just think Jim Caldwell is a good coach. He changed the culture of that team from the year before.
Yeah.
And I can't see him going backwards like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got a good run. I just got through telling you about Abdullah. The defense gonna be straight.
Yeah.
The offense the passing game always been straight. So I just think, like I said, 7 and 9, 8 and 8. I give Detroit a little bit more credit in there. I'm just gonna say 10 and 6, man. We will see.
We'll see. I'm just saying 10. The more I look at it, the 10 just don't seem feasible to me. It just don't, man. Like, I mean, unless they gonna get hot after the battle, like after they get that first beat down in Lambeau, you know what I mean? Like, it gets a little bit better. The Packers gonna come back for some more, on Thursday Night Football, and they're gonna give it to them again. But other than that, though, everything else looks sweet. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I'll say this, Glass. I think Elodie know how to pick the best place to get paid so he can lay down because he ain't got to worry about him competing for nothing.
Oh, my gosh.
Perfect play. It's a perfect place to get paid.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, right? I'm dead serious. So, listen, Glass, you still got hope for the Detroit Lions, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? But they getting ready to see what it feel like. Look, they've been taking it easy. Like last season, Adrian Peterson was nowhere to be found, right? So the Vikings, and then the year before that, the Vikings was going through flux with their quarterback with the whole Josh Freeman, all that crap that was going on. So
Matt Castle.
Yeah, so the Minnesota Vikings were out of the picture, right? And then that just left, who was the first thing we talked about? Who was the first
Chicago.
Team? Yeah, they left Chicago, but Chicago been on the decline for the last 3 seasons. So, listen, by default, they were always the de facto second place runner-up guys, which always gave them a second, a chance to get in on the wild card. It's been that way for years, and it's time for it to stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Okay, man. I'm not even gonna argue with you. We're just gonna wait and see.
All right. So we all said we said
yeah.
Okay. I say they're gonna regress a little bit. Not because they no losses to the team and then like I still think they're a pretty decent team. Then Ndamukong Suh is a big blow, but the schedule don't do them no favors though.
7-9, 7-9, 8-8 Glass. Come on, man.
All right. So JB, you gonna finish us out this evening, man?
Yeah, real quick, man.
Yeah,
real
Let's
quick.
get it.
All right, Green Bay Packers. They finished 12-4, first in the division. Passing leader Aaron Rodgers, 520 attempts, 341 completions, 65.6 completion percentage. Threw for 4,381 yards, 38 TDs, 5 INTs. Unreal. Was sacked 28 times and a rating of 112.2. Rushing leader Eddie Lacy, 246 carries, 1,139 yards, 9 TDs. Had 3 fumbles. Receiving leader was Jordy Nelson with 98 receptions, 1,519 yards, 13 TDs. Coming in at second was Randall Cobb with 91 receptions, 1,287 yards, 12 TDs. On defense, Morgan Burnett had 129 total tackles, sack and a half, and 1 pick. Sack leader obviously was Clay Matthews with 11. INT leader is Tramon Williams. Free agent acquisitions, they had 0. They're probably going to have at least 1 now, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, clearly.
Free agent losses was quarterback Matt Flynn, running back DeJuan Harris, wide receiver Jared Boykins, inside linebacker A.J. Hawk, inside linebacker Brad Jones, inside linebacker Jamari Lattimore, cornerback Tramon Williams, cornerback Devin House. They had 8 picks in the draft. The first pick, 30th overall was cornerback Demarius Randall from Arizona State. Second round, 62nd overall was cornerback Quentin Rollins from Miami of Ohio. Third round, 94th overall, wide receiver Ty Montgomery from Stanford. And that's your Green Bay Packers.
Wow. Okay, so Glass. Now, listen, I saw you was riding all hot and heavy with the Detroit Lions. Do they make a go at the throne, at the crown?
Hell no. Come on, man. As much as I hate the Green Bay Packers,
I'm not a fan
keep it real. I mean, hey, I give respect to where respect due. They got the best quarterback in Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They got offensive weapons up the yin yang.
Top 5 running back.
Top 5 in running backs.
Top 5 running back, yeah.
They got Dom Capers running the defense. Come on, man.
And they got the elements on their side.
In December in Lambeau Field, you don't have a chance.
Nah. I'm telling you, it is rough. I mean, I think it's unfair, the advantage that Green Bay has with their state. That's why they never tore that old decrepit place down. Because I'm saying like playing like home field advantage for a lot of teams don't really mean a lot. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, in Green Bay, it mean everything. I'm just saying, right?
Between C Link and
yes.
In Green Bay.
Green Bay, man.
Worst place to go.
I'm telling you, and it used to be the Georgia, not the Georgia Dome, but the Superdome, but that kind of lost its luster. The Saints took a couple beatings, and we'll get into them,
Well, Mile High got its little stigma too, man. Yeah, it's kind of hard to play up there if you ain't used to it.
True. I saw, the Clark about that. He always had to, he never got a chance to play in Denver.
Yeah,
he always had to sit that game out.
He losing organs every time he go to Denver.
Yeah, So, NFL.com said Packers look for revenge. If the Packers are still going, if the Packers are still stinging over last season's painful NFC Championship game loss, and why wouldn't they be? They won't have to wait long for the chance at measure of revenge with the Seahawks visiting Lambeau in Week 2. Overall, the schedule spaces out nicely for the Pack. There are only 2 instances in which Green Bay faces teams with winning 2014 records in consecutive weeks. Week 8 Sunday night contest in Denver between the Packers and Broncos is worth circling on the calendar. Now, I look at this and I just think this right here is just laid out beautifully for it's just laid out so nicely for the Green Bay Packers, right? They just going, ain't even really got to think a lot about what's going on here, right? You know what I mean? Like the Seahawks game, they might have to pay a little bit of attention there, right? But the good news is they're playing at home. But they go to see the Bears. They'll come back home victorious. The Seahawks they might struggle with. I don't know if I'm ready to give. I don't know about that one. The Chiefs, the Niners, they're playing in San Francisco. And I got to say, anybody who goes to Levi Stadium early in the season, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the win column because that team can't win early in their own stadium for whatever reason. I don't know why. Then you got the Rams coming there, the Chargers coming in. They got a bye week at week 7. 2 road games against the Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. We got the Lions coming in there, the Vikings on the road, Bears back in there, Lions, Dallas Cowboys. Road games against the Raiders, Cardinals, and then they finish the season with the Vikings. This one's tough. I mean, I can still see like 10 wins in there. And last time we played the Green Bay Packers, they beat us. Yeah, they beat us pretty badly. Or did we come out? Hold on, wait a minute. No, they beat us. Yeah, I was like, I'm about to say, because I thought this was around the time, but that was the last game that we lost before we came out of that losing streak. Okay, so I think they can do 10. I think they can do 10. This one's close though, because if JB is feeling like he's feeling about the Minnesota Vikings, and the Green Bay Packers better be really, really careful here. Their schedule looks pretty easy and lackluster, but man, they better not slip up.
I want to hear what JB got to say. This is going to be very interesting.
What do you mean? What do you mean interesting? I think they repeat success. I mean, maybe not 12, but at least 11, 11 and 5. I'm gonna say 11 and 5, 12 and 4 for Green Bay. Okay. They listen. Despite losing Jordy Nelson, he was their leading receiver, but Randall Cobb was right behind him. I mean, they got a quarterback over 4,000 yards passing on the season. Over 1,000 yard running back, 2,000 yard receivers.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's hard to deny that, dude. Teddy Ted said, the Packers with no Jordy Nelson, 10-6, and still winners of the division. So he's agreeing with JB wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So,
what did you say?
I said I think that they could get 10, but here's the thing. If they float somewhere between 10 wins and 12 wins with the Vikings doing whatever it is that they're doing, they put themselves in danger, right? Like, they better come out the block crazy and get like a 2 or 3 game lead on Minnesota before it get too late.
Nah, they'll get them. They'll get them.
Man, okay, here we go. Let me just break it down.
Look, listen, I'm not saying that Minnesota is better than Green Bay. I'm just saying that the Green Bay schedule is so laughable that, if they give away a couple of them games, it's over for them, man. I'm telling you. And they'll be whining and complaining again, just like they were last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What's the bye is week 7?
Yeah, week 7. You still there? You froze.
Right there.
Okay, there you go.
When they come back from the bye, they might lose to Broncos in Mile High.
Mm-hmm.
They got your Panthers. Hey, yes, I put it out there. They got your Panthers. They got the Lions.
You got to make sure you put that out there.
Excuse me?
You got to make sure you put that out there.
They're going to lose to the Vikings in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
That's at Bank of America Stadium. Please believe it, okay? This ain't in Lambeau.
Believe me. They ain't having second thoughts about that. Okay. They're going to lose to the Lions in Detroit and the Cowboys. They're only going to lose 4 games. They'll be 12-4.
Man.
And let me make mention to week 2 against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Dave Rantizzi and my co-host on the radio show.
That's right. That's right.
Mr. Controversy. They got a bet that the loser got to go on there and apologize. And all I got to say is, Mr. Controversy, get your letter ready.
Oh, I was getting ready to ask, like, who
Seahawks that don't have a chance, man. Let me for the simple fact.
Yeah.
2 years ago, they lost that game to that BS Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, yeah.
Last year, they had that game in CityLink until the tight end wanted to be the hero of the game and couldn't bring down that kickoff return.
Yeah.
And it went back to the Seahawks. It went back to Seahawks. So Green Bay feel a certain type of way about the Seahawks when they play the Seahawks in Green Bay. So that's going to be a massacre.
Hey, listen, you know what? The Green Bay, and I don't even know how, like, Seattle is just, like, rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, but they done developed a really, really nice rivalry with with the Green Bay Packers. It's gonna be something to see. I'm with you. I got a feeling that that Dave is gonna be, basking in the glory.
Yep.
And we get to see. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Mr. Controversy's video and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna set it to music and I'm gonna do all kind of wild stuff with it.
Like, ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So JB, you say they got 12, right? 10 or 12.
Yeah, I still think they remain the division leader. Easy.
All right, so let's see if I can remember what everybody said. So, starting from the bottom, we got the Chicago Bears, right, who remain in the cellar.
Yes.
Right? There's still the Minnesota Vikings still at number 3, or you think they will do it? I got a feeling. I'm saying they'll flip-flop with Detroit. I got Detroit at number 3. I got Minnesota at number 2. And and I got the Packers at number 1. JB, that's where you at too?
That's what I got. That's what I like.
All right. And Glass, you
might not be right, Glass, but I like it.
I got Bears in the cellar, followed by the Vikings. Lions still hold the second spot, and of course,
so absolutely no movement whatsoever on the whole entire division.
None.
And everybody comes back with the same records they had the season before. How boring?
Same records? I don't know about the same records, but same positions in the NFC North. Yes.
That's why that's why everybody said that's the most boring division in all of Well, I don't know if
I can't complain.
Not this year. It won't be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who's more boring, them or the AFC South. Well, the AFC South got Andrew Luck in there, and JJ Watt and them try to make it exciting sometimes. I don't know.
Excuse me.
I know.
What about the NFC South?
They don't say something. Dude, we keep it cracking back here. Look,
Man,
y'all. You need to chill out. You need to stop.
Come on, man. Everybody under 500.
Hey, listen, that was exciting. That was still a race. What you talking about?
Oh, hell no.
It was still a race.
Let's move on.
That's a different conversation for a different day.
Yes, it is.
I still don't understand why people always complain about the NFC South last season when nobody says anything about the NFC East like 3, 4, 5 seasons ago. It was the same thing. And then hold up, the season before that, it was the NFC West was doing that crap. Like, but why? Oh, it's the NFC South. It's the NFC South.
Slow down, Big Q.
Hey, you got a little personal, a little touchy, huh?
Y'all need to stop that. I'm just saying,
chill out.
Like short memories.
I said the NFC West 3 years ago was garbage. I said the NFC East was garbage.
Exactly.
And I'm saying that the NFC South is garbage.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying that it's not garbage. I'm just saying that don't just single it out to the NFC South. Anyway, listen, man.
Let's stay on topic, right? I just want to say why I think the North will be exciting this year. Because you'll have Adrian Peterson back doing what he do. Mm-hmm. Bridgewater he gonna be looking good. Golden Tate and Amir Abdullah gonna be doing what they do in Detroit. And we'll love to see the Bears spiral into oblivion. And Cutler probably have his most interceptions. He probably break Brett Favre's record.
I think
so. It'll be exciting. Aaron Rodgers doing what he do without Jordy Nelson. So
every team's gonna be exciting, but the Bears.
It'll still be exciting because it'll be a circus.
No, it'll be exciting for you guys.
Because Cutler gonna have a breakdown. He's gonna have a spaz. Listen, he gonna unravel on national TV. I got a feeling it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight with the YouTube comments. Teddy Ted, you're always welcome in our house. D'Amico, Dorian. It was somebody else. Danny Amendarez. Yes. Everybody who checked out the stream today, and the people who listen to us live on Spreaker, we definitely appreciate that as well. I like doing I did it for the first time last night, where I do the show and then do it live on Spreaker at the same time. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean? For people driving, they want to TeamBoydTV, I can still check it out. Anyway, thank you guys for everything y'all do, man, and just stick with us. We got 2 more of these things to do. 2 more.
3 more.
3 more of these things to do. And then we roll into that regular season stuff and that kind of thing. Hey, JB, Raven Shogun, put yourself over for the good people, man, just in case they forgot.
Hey, sorry about the technical difficulties, missing a week. Definitely shout out and a thank you to everybody that watches and supports the show. Shout out to my flag team, Go Hard, Green and White. We still doing our thing. And you can always find me on Twitter at TeamBoydTV, JB_JB.
No doubt. And again, stay tuned for TeamBoydTV Shield with Raven Shogun and myself We're going to talk about some really cool stuff. And, I think we had so much success with that. I think we did one episode together, right? It was the Deflategate episode, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
People were hating on us so hard for that. I was like, you know what? I need to have JB on the show every week because, he bring the haters out of the woodwork. And it was fun. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. That's going to happen. Sage of Sports, Glass. Put yourself over, man, just in case people forgot.
Gotcha. Once again, number one, I'm going to apologize. It was because of me we missed last week. I'm feeling better.
Hey.
Thank you guys for waiting on me. Of course, I got my own channel. This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports swag. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook at Get With It Sports. Check out the YouTube channel at Get With It Sports 2. Check out the blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. Email me if you got any questions, comments you want to shoot the ish at getwithitsports2. That's the number 2
Yes.
at gmail.com. And yes, it's time. It's that time again.
Yes, it
The
is.
video will be coming out this week.
Oh, I can't wait. Hey, listen, I was late. I think I just signed
but
up
you
like
did.
2 days ago.
I can't say that about our other partner in crime right there, JB.
Yeah,
He
and
hasn't signed up.
Vernie. Is
I know
Vernie-
he's gonna be there.
It's-
But anyway,
Yeah.
we got it. This is our 4th season.
Yeah.
We're getting bigger and better each year. It's to Give It a Sports Pick 'em or Shut Up League at Yahoo Sports. If you want to get in, email me, tweet me, hit me on Facebook. I'll give you the password and everything. Just ask when you come in, give me a picture, send the picture through email.
Right.
Because every Tuesday we have the top 10, and I like to show off everybody that know what they're doing when it comes to picking these games. So once again, it's the Pick 'em Shut Up League on Yahoo Sports. Hit me up if you want to get in. Hit me on Twitter. Hit me on Facebook.
And we need everybody to sign up because, look, Glass won the thing, and this is the thing.
See, I didn't say that. I you know what? I thought about coming on with the crown, but I
we'll need to do all that. Because I'm saying, what it is.
I am the reigning champion, yes.
We need more people to join in so we can make sure Glass don't repeat as champion. He's never going to be champion again.
All I got to say is don't let me go back to back.
It only took you 3 years to do it, though. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
At least I done it, Big Q.
Okay, all right. I will leave that alone. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining me again. And that's cool. And just think about it. Everybody keep asking me, when is Vernie B coming back? When is Vernie B coming back? Vernie B will be back in 3 weeks, man. The very first episode of season 5 of Team Boy TV Game Time, where we will go and do the hardest. I think it's the hardest week of the year is week 1. But we'll sit there and we're going to break it down and we're going to chop it up and we'll be getting them picks in and that kind of thing. So Vernon be back in 3 weeks. And then, of course, again, like I mentioned earlier, we'll let you guys know when we're going to have the first Team Boy TV Shield episode. With all that being said, we appreciate you guys hanging in there with us, man, and joining the podcast every week. And for the people who are listening live on Spreaker, man, we appreciate that too. Unless the boys got something else to say, man, I think we're going to go ahead and close shop on this one.
That's it, boss.
Let's call it.
All right, we will catch y'all next week. And the poll, do we need to do a poll or no for the next week? I think we only got one AFC team left, right?
Yeah.
This is JB's division.
No, you got the AFC North and the AFC South.
Right. You're right.
Do we? Okay, so the poll will go up in the next 15 minutes. Look for that on Google Plus at Big Q Team Boy TV on Google Plus, and you can go ahead and vote for that. I will share that all around so you guys can get a chance to vote on that, and we'll see if we're doing the North or we're doing the South. Either way, I think it's going to be a good show. Either we're going to talk about JB's Ravens or we're going to talk about JJ Watt and Hard Knocks and all that cool stuff. So until next week, man, this is Team Boy TV Live, and we out of here, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.